Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to the next installment of our Drucker County base reviews. So we are here at the Cabin Park Motel. I already cleared it and got it ready to claim. We will go ahead and do so. Now, Cabin Park Motel, cute rental cabins that provide a warm home to those in need, in addition to a lovely country kitchen and a generation, stop talking, Fillmore, and a generation's old well that still produces potable water. It is a 1,000 influence 5-man base. It comes with sheltered beds too, built in, which will give you 3 beds, some clearable heavy trash, a country kitchen, an old well, 2 parking slots, a seating area that is clearable and will give you materials upon doing so, and then it has built-in beds. Each cabin has a bed built right into it for a total of 3, so we get 3 beds right out of the gate. So I will go ahead and claim this and start building it up. When we come back from the black screen, we shall have it finished. Alright, here we are. We got the base built up. So let's go ahead and take a look at where we landed on things. So, as you can tell, we've got it completely built. It does come with 2 parking slots, as I said, and the command center. We will start with the built-ins. It does have a regular storage as well, so nothing crazy outside of these 2 built-ins. So the country kitchen, it does come with hand-collected spices, which will give you 3 morale per person. So it gives you morale bonus once again. That is pretty nice for a kitchen. It does not have the stock the taps like the previous one did, because it's just a kitchen, not a bar and grill. Same as usual, has rationing. You can prepare a feast, which I just went over in the last episode. You can produce all of your normal foods just like any other normal kitchen. It has the mod slot where once again I put my comfy chair for another 3 morale. Nothing crazy, but it does come with that plus 3 morale per person, which is nice. Then you have the old well, which gives you 2 perks. It gives you staying hydrated and purified drinking water, which totals for a plus 4 per person. So we're at plus 7 per person already, which should combat the infestations so that you can just ignore infestations like I tend to do. But it will cancel it out overall, which can be kind of handy if you play like I do. Now for the stuff you can build. This base has 4 small slots to build in, 3 indoor and 1 outdoor, and 2 large slots, which is pretty nice for a 5-man base. For the indoors, in one building, I put my infirmary with my biochems, and it comes with a built-in bed for that building. I believe, yes, the storage also comes with a built-in bed. Then in the other building, I put my workshop all by itself. It also comes with a built-in bed, and I put the salvage furnace so that I can get a bunch of parts when needed. The other built-in or indoor small slot, I put my fighting gym with my free weights. As usual, I put it inside just because that's kind of logical for me, and it allows me to build my still. As everyone has learned by now, my favorite way to earn some extra influence. It is very easy once you get it built up. It can be pricey to get there, and you do need a trader, but it does let you rake in influence by using your food, or you can convert your food into fuel if needed. Now, I did the larges slightly different than I normally would, just based on the map that we're in, Drucker County in and of itself. I did build my trade depot so that I could build up supplies, which I actually did use it. As you can tell from before, my food and medicine are much higher now. I called in some traders and I added some more supplies to my stock. Now, for this map specifically, I put the auto shop. Why would that be? For the fuel filtration plus 30% fuel efficiency. This map is a nightmare of driving because it's just filled with hills, valleys, and mountains. So you actually have to use the roads a lot more so than, we'll just use the obvious one, Mayor Valley. You can pretty much just drive straight to wherever you want. So you're not burning as much fuel as you would be here. So that fuel efficiency can be extremely handy. I never even plugged a mod slot in, so what I would probably do is plug another salvage furnace in and double up what I can get from salvaging things. Now, along with the auto shop, you can obviously craft your upgrade kits, light, medium, and heavy. For most, especially in lethal zone, you're probably not going to have a ton of vehicles. You will probably have the Moraga, or Moraga, whatever it is. I can't remember if there's an R or not. But anyways, you can craft the medium upgrade kit. That is the one that you will need to upgrade that, and it will be fantastic. It does have good speed, good maneuverability, and a lot of cargo space. So if you're curious, that is what you will need. Now also, you can craft toolkits. You can craft them in bulk for a small discount, and if you have auto mechanics, you get a bonus to how few parts it requires. Advanced toolkits, I don't usually build them, I just stick with the standard ones, because 70 for 3, let's see, if you craft one at a time, it is 35 each, so 2 of them would cost 70. So this is kind of like a buy 2 get 1 free deal here, which is quite fantastic. And then on top of all of that, you can also what would boost your durability or reduce your noise. So precision tuning will add vehicle stealth, making it much quieter so that zombies won't notice you. It doesn't cost much, so I mean it could be useful, and I mean it lasts an hour, so that's not terrible. And then body reinforcement, 30% vehicle endurance for 1 hour. Again, doesn't cost much, so it can be useful. If you've tuned into my Trumbull Valley playthrough, I could really use this body reinforcement because I tend to mow down a lot of zombies by accident. So yeah, I would probably think about putting the auto shop. Now, if you needed the morale, you could obviously build a lounge. If you wanted to do double primary care, you could build a field hospital. You can do whatever you want, whatever your heart beckons. But for this map specifically, that fuel efficiency would be fantastic. And like I just said, I run into a lot of zombies, so repair kits and the durability would be quite handy. But that is where I landed on this base. It is actually a pretty unique base in and of itself. I mean, it's nice and open actually while I was building it up. Be quiet, Alexis. I don't care. Anyways, it is a pretty neat base, having these 3 separate cabins with different things. I believe this is the storage. I don't remember. Yes, storage. And then the next one would be our infirmary, then our workshop. Then we have our large slot. So we have our trade depot right here. Then here is our still level 2. That's right. We brewing away. Ooh, that looks fancy for some backwoods SOBs brewing some beer. Anyways, and then we have our other large facility. And then in the main building is where we have obviously our supply locker, our command center, and our fighting gym. So this is a pretty neat base. As far as defensibility goes, it's quite awesome actually. You've got a door there, you've got a door there, and you've got your other door over there. We actually went through a max level siege during the night whilst I was building it up, and I just stood right here. Of course, I have a fully decked out crew that have a bunch of automatic weapons and 50 cals, but they knocked out a juggernaut, I think a couple of screamers, and then just hordes of zombies. And I didn't move a muscle. I did nothing. I just kind of stood here and kept pressing the B button or the dodge button when they would get close, and my survivors would just blow them to shreds with their 50 cals. It was quite amusing. The one big con, because of the map we're on, is location. This thing is in the very bottom of the map. I mean, there's a little bit over here to loot, yes, but it's so much driving. Just the little bit I've played this map to try and do this guide, oh my gosh, the driving. It is just ridiculous. And it's even more ridiculous at this very moment because for some reason it glitched out and took away my outposts. So I'm debating on reclaiming outposts, mostly Sasser because Sasser was pretty cool. But yeah, that's the biggest con by far and away, is the fact that it is so freaking far from everything. But before I digress, once again, I hope you've enjoyed this quick little base review and my personal opinion of how you could build it up. Once again, it's an opinion. Build it how you see fit. Mine is just kind of how I would go through it based on my experience in higher difficulties. Lower difficulties, it does not matter quite so much. You can do whatever you want. I hope you have enjoyed it, though. Let me know down below if you have. Drop a like and subscribe so that you can see when I post more content, especially my Lethal Zone playthrough. It can get quite hairy there, and it is on Trumbull Valley, so we had a rough start, but we are slowly starting to get back into it. I have appreciated everyone's time quite greatly, and as always, I'm the ADHD Gamer, and I will see you in the next one.